Oh, where to start? Because what I found fascinating is actually looking at super balances for the demographic that is most likely to be tapping into this for a first home, and like they're not that big.
No, if you have a look at the average balance for a woman under 35, it's not getting much over the $30,000 mark. So we're talking $12,000 maximum if you're able to access 40%.
To ask, I suppose, more of a social question here, I mean, it seems to me it kind of locks in these sort of traditional social norms where the only way you can buy a house for starters is if you're in a sort of male and female nuclear family relationship, and the male does primarily the heavy lifting because they have those higher super balances. I mean, can you comment on that a little bit? Because it seems a little bit stark in the way that this affects, again, women in the economy and women who are single women.
Yes, absolutely. And I think it really goes to the heart of the problem is we absolutely have an affordable housing crisis in Australia. But the way to address that is through a housing policy, not through a superannuation policy, because as we've seen with the balances, that's not going to be possible. And really, the superannuation gender gap comes back to the gender pay gap. And until we actually look at the drivers for the gender pay gap, and start addressing those through our social and economic policies, we're going to continue to see the gap that gets wider as women get older. And we certainly won't be able to, as the government seems to want to do, treat superannuation like some kind of ATM that we can take money from every time we need to address one of these issues.